Welcome to the MMA Submission Source, your daily update on all the breaking MMA action and fighter headlines from around the world. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment below to stay engaged with our MMA community. Derrick Lewis and Daniel Cormier's heated exchange. Let's dive into our top story of the day, starting with a tense moment between UFC heavyweight Derrick Lewis and former two-division champ Daniel Cormier. At the UFC Edmonton Media Day, Lewis didn't hold back, calling DC a piece of SHT in front of the media. In his words, Lewis still feels that DC's presence doesn't sit well with him. Do people really like DC like that? I told him to his face he's a piece of SHT, said Lewis, seemingly unresolved about the issues between them. When asked if he wanted to elaborate, Lewis simply replied that DC knows why. According to Lewis, Cormier had disrespected a Popeye's chicken gift that they were both involved with, intensifying the animosity between them. The day after Lewis's Media Day comments, Ariel Helwani brought up the topic on his show while speaking with Cormier, who didn't seem entirely certain if Lewis was seriously angry. "I can't decide if he's mad at me or not," DC responded, acknowledging that he had previously been critical of Lewis, suggesting that he should consider retirement. Cormier admitted, "Maybe he's mad at me because I was pretty honest about his performances. Sometimes, my opinions follow how a fighter performs, and maybe that's what it is." He speculated that the friction might stem from comments he made after Lewis's recent losses, but said he'd need to see Lewis in person to judge if there's any real hostility between them. Helwani noted that DC had actually given Lewis his biggest career opportunity, arranging a title shot on short notice at Madison Square Garden. But DC pointed out that they don't interact outside of the Popeyes promotional incident or their match years back, suggesting there shouldn't be any lasting animosity. DC plans to approach Lewis face-to-face this weekend to clear things up. Kamaru Usman talks Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis. Switching gears to the middleweight title picture, Kamaru Usman gave his take on Khamzat Chimaev and his potential to challenge Dricus du Plessis for the title. Usman praised Chimaev, calling him hell in that first round due to his strength and impressive grappling. "Once he's dry, he's strong and moves like a welterweight," Usman explained, confident that Chimaev could take du Plessis down. However, he expressed doubt over whether Chimaev could finish the South African, who has proven resilient in his recent performances. Usman said, "Can Hamza keep him down? Yes, maybe for a whole round. But can he finish him? I'm not sure." Usman's analysis added to the ongoing debate about who truly deserves the next title shot, with Chimaev's recent win and grappling ability stirring conversation across the MMA community. Ben Askren calls out Dana White's pattern of lies. In other UFC drama, retired fighter Ben Askren shared his experiences dealing with UFC President Dana White, who has had well-documented public disputes with fighters over the years. Addressing White's ongoing feud with heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou, Askren said he faced a similar situation where Dana allegedly spread false narratives about him. "I mostly think Dana does a great job as a businessman," Askren conceded, "but if he doesn't get his way, he starts telling lies." Askren recalled that he went to the UFC headquarters in 2013, asking for a contract to compete against the best, but instead was met with rumors that he was avoiding competition. "It sucked to have him say things about me that weren't true," Askren stated, comparing his experience to similar issues faced by fighters like Randy Couture, Chris Cyborg, and now Ngannou. He claimed that Dana has a tendency to put fighters down publicly if negotiations don't go his way. Javier Mendez on potential Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev fight. Meanwhile, Javier Mendez gave his expert take on a hypothetical matchup between rising featherweight contender Ilia Topuria and the UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev. Mendez cautioned that Topuria would be at a major disadvantage if he attempted to take Islam on in a submission battle. Mendez, a key figure in Makhachev's camp, explained that grappling with Islam is a skill few fighters have mastered. If Ilia tries to go submission for submission with Islam, it won't end well for him, Mendez warned, emphasizing the importance of strategy in this potential fight. Mendes noted that Islam's ground game is unparalleled, adding that the longer you grapple with Islam, the worse it gets. Derrick Lewis ready for UFC Edmonton fight. Moving back to Derrick Lewis, the Black Beast looks fired up and ready to showcase his skills against Jonas Tajan this weekend at UFC Edmonton. He expressed that his victory last time gave him confidence, showing his ability to relax and fight without pressure. Lewis said, "I went out there just feeling relaxed, 100% confident in everything I've done in the gym," indicating that he's prepared for another great performance. Lewis mentioned his opponent's reputation as a kickboxer and will keep an eye out for leg kicks and quick strikes, but he's confident that he can take control of the fight. Germaine de Randamie announces retirement from fighting. Former UFC featherweight champion Germaine de Randamie has officially announced her retirement after a 25-year career in MMA. Known as the Iron Lady, de Randamie explained that recent UFC scheduling issues prevented her from having one last fight before hanging up her gloves. "This is not how I envisioned it, but sometimes in life, you have to roll with the punches," she stated in her retirement announcement. De Randamie has been a pioneer in the sport, and her presence will be missed by fans and fighters alike. Kenny Florian believes Max Holloway should move up to lightweight. Analyst and retired fighter Kenny Florian recently suggested that Max Holloway should consider moving up to lightweight, stating that he believes Holloway's size and power would be better utilized in the 155-pound division. Florian argued that Max has had a great career at featherweight, but at this stage, he could find more opportunities at lightweight. Given Holloway's impressive performances, Florian's comments have fueled speculation that Holloway could aim to challenge for the lightweight title, possibly reigniting his career with a fresh path to the top. Belal Muhammad withdraws from UFC 310 title fight against Shavkat Rakhmonov. In a final, unfortunate development, Belal Muhammad announced he is pulling out of his title defense against Shavkat Rakhmonov at UFC 310 due to a serious foot infection. Posting to his Instagram, Muhammad shared that he's undergoing 4 antibiotic treatment and will need 6 weeks of rest. This news disappointed fans who were eager to see Muhammad defend his welterweight title in Las Vegas. Rakhmonov expressed his understanding, responding on X with a wish for Muhammad's recovery, adding that he's ready to take on any contender in the meantime. Other contenders like Garry have even expressed interest in stepping up to face Rakhmonov. As the UFC scrambles to fill the main event spot, rumors are swirling that Alex Pereira may step in to face Magomed Ankalaev. Pereira posted a phone emoji on Instagram, hinting at his willingness to accept the fight. While nothing has been officially confirmed, UFC fans are eagerly awaiting news on the reshaped UFC 310 card. Thank you for watching MMA Submission Source. For daily updates, like, subscribe, and comment below. If you missed yesterday's video, click on the screen to catch up on all the latest action. Keep your guard up, and as always, stay safe and blessed.